Want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
Good morning once again, everyone. Welcome to Middle Tennessee State University, Murphy Center, on the campus of the wonderful MTSU campus. Very beautiful campus it is, and a beautiful day outside. If you like being outside, you might want to go outside, but take your radio with you, or your computer, or your iPad, iPod, whatever it is you got that can keep us tuned in. We're going to keep you informed as we go through the last of the AAA quarterfinal round. I'm Kerry Mallard, joined by Joe Holloway. And, boy, one thing about it, the bar was set high for quarterfinal Thursday when Memphis East escapes Blackman 57-56 to move on to the semifinals. And now we've got a great matchup between Wilson Central and Science Hill. Coach, should be a pretty interesting game here.
Well, you've got the old versus the new, Kerry. Science Hill, a frequent participant here, has won several state championships. Their last tournament win, though, coming in 2005 against Wilson Central, which is a fairly new high school. I mean, they've been around about 10 years now.
Right. The Science Hill Hilltoppers, coached by Ken Cutlip, 34-2, District 1 AAA champs, Region 1 AAA champs, 24th state tournament appearance. That's the second most behind Dobbins-Bennett. And they have a 12-20 state tournament record with 3 championships, but you're right, it's been a while. Wilson Central, on the other hand, 26-6, the Wildcats, coached by Troy Bond, District 9 AAA third place finisher, Region 5 AAA runner-up, third state tournament appearance. They have a 1-2 record. And we got a break coming up. We'll set the stage for when we get back. But first, a 2-minute break, two-minute network break. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee public television stations. Proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact. Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect.
prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
Welcome back to Murphy Center, where we're about ready to get the second and final AAA game of the day underway, quarterfinal underway, Wilson Central and Science Hill. And then we'll go ahead and set the stage for you. Coming up in the Class A quarterfinal round at 1:30, Booker T. Washington plays Lake County. Perry County and Wartburg Central will battle at 3:15. McEwen and Cloudland plays at 5 o'clock, and Chattanooga Grace Friendship Christian battle at 6:45. And then that will set the stage for semifinal Friday. And tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, Mitchell from Memphis takes on Liberty from Jackson, Tennessee. Stone Memorial and CPA will battle at 11:45. Clarksville and Memphis Central will play in the first AAA semifinal. Memphis East will take on the winner of Wilson Central Science Hill at 3:15. And then at 5 and 6:45 will be the Class A semifinal round. And, Coach, I tell you, when you think about these two teams we're about to see, of course, Science Hill has only lost two games on the season. Outstanding record of 34-2 coming in from Johnson City, and of course Wilson Central from over here at Lebanon, real close by, Murfreesboro, 26-6, and should be a lot of parity between these two.
There really is. Let me give you a couple of things about this. One of those losses of Science Hill was to the infamous Oak Hill Academy team. And then their other loss came to Greenville in their own district, and they played in the Merv Lopes Classic out in Honolulu, Hawaii. They're a very balanced team. They have 6 players in double figures.
I'd like to go with them next time they go out there. I'll be glad to tote the luggage, whatever I need to do.
Well, that's a good place to go. On the other hand, Wilson Central will do their best with a zone defense, trapping, and they run a lot of combinations. They have 3 really good scorers. One in Oldham. Oldham is the all-time leading scorer there, D. Oldham. Remember that name. I guarantee you he can beat you off the dribble, pull up and shoot the jump shot. And, of course, Williams is one of their great three-point shooters. They lost their 6'6" center back in January, and that's kind of hurt their rebounding and scoring a little bit.
No doubt. It would have a way of doing such. Anxious to see the pronunciation of some of these names, and we'll be going courtside across the way for the PA, and the teams will be announced in their entirety, but we'll catch the starting lineup. But first, let's take another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television station, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Want to take a look at this? Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at this.
We're about ready to have the announcement of the starting lineups, but first, the Wilson Central full lineup is being announced. As we mentioned, we're about to see a great game here between Science Hill, 34-2, and Wilson Central, 26-6. Now, here's the official starting lineup.
And now the starting lineup for today's quarterfinal game. First for Science Hill, at wing, number 10, Trevon Fields. At forward for Wilson Central, number 3, Tyler Sofantino. At wing for the Hilltoppers, 14, Reed Hayes. At guard for the Wildcats, number 5, D. Oldham. At guard for Science Hill, 22, C.J. Good. In the backcourt for Wilson Central, number 10, Connor Brandon. At wing for the Toppers, 24, Will Adams. At guard for the Wildcats, number 12, Blake Huffman. And at wing for Science Hill, 30, Zach Howard. And at forward for Wilson Central, number 23, Jacob Williams. The head coach for Science Hill High School is Ken Cutliff. The Hilltoppers are 34-2. The head coach for Wilson Central is Troy Bond. The Wildcats are 26-6.
And boy, that sets the stage for a great quarterfinal AAA game, and this will be the final AAA game of quarterfinal game of AAA. I'll get it out in a minute. Wilson Central comes with their white uniforms. When I mean white, I mean white. A little gold trim. Central across the front. The Toppers from Science Hill in their gold trim with maroon. It'll be Oldham and Fields jumping center to start things for this game. 8 minutes on the board. Had a misfire. Ball's in the air, and the ball goes to Science Hill. Ball comes to the right wing, up top. Over into the corner. That's good. Comes back out top. Look for both these teams to be patient on offense.
And one of the keys is keeping your turnovers down in this game because of the way both teams play defense.
Howard over to Good. Back to Adams. Drives, shut off there. Comes back up top of the circle. Swing pass over to the left side. And the ball's going to be stolen away. Good hands on defense by Williams. Here comes Wilson Central the other way with Brandon. Gives up top to Sofantino. Not a name you hear very often, is it?
No, it's not. It's got a good ring to it, though.
Williams back over to the left wing. Where the ball is Huffman. Goes inside, shot is up, won't go, but this ball is blocked away, and it's out of bounds, belongs to Wilson Central.
Kerry, both teams have had a try at it now, and we've had good defense on both ends.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to go through the get acquainted period, no doubt. Ball goes to midcourt, and we're ready to go. 7 minutes remaining in this quarterfinal game. Wilson Central penetrates the lane, stops, pops, got it. Williams with the bucket.
And he can break you down. He's one of those guys that will break you down off the dribble and pull up and shoot the jumper.
Science Hill brings it on the attack. 6.5 remaining first quarter. Or thereabouts. Swing pass up to the top. This is good. Over to Adams. Stop, shot up, wouldn't go. Rebounding, tipped around, and it's out of bounds. And belongs to Wilson Central.
And should be full court man pressure this time by the Toppers.
Sofantino going to do the honors. He'll finally bring it across the midcourt stripe. Gives to Odom. In the corner, there's Williams. Swing pass over to the right side. Drive to the lane. Stop off the glass. Won't go. Rebounding. Science Hill. Science Hill brings it on the attack. Top of the key, three won't go. And the ball tipped down, tip. Going to belong to Wilson Central. Here's Odom. Gives it away and throws it out of bounds. Intended that one for Brandon, but no one was home.
Yeah, it wasn't looking. Both teams opposite philosophies here as far as defense. Pressure man out of the toppers and carry 1-3-1 zone has been played, and now they extend it.
Swing pass over the left wing. 3 ball in the air. Good. With the tray is Howard, and he knocked that one down. Gives Science Hill a 1-point lead, 3-2. Huffman, swing pass to Sofantino. Gives to Williams. Williams takes it to the baseline. Nice move to the rack, but he was upended when he got down there. They knocked the ball free, and Science Hill brings it back the other way into the corner. Lob pass underneath. Shift back out. 3 ball in the air. Good.
That time the zone didn't recover, and Johnson City Science Hill jumps into a 2-2-1 press.
That was Adams, and he joins Howard with trays, and Science Hill leading 6-2. Sofantino on the left wing is double teamed, and ball will be out of bounds. I'm not sure if he's... Not sure what the discussion is here, Coach.
No, I have no earthly idea. I thought maybe there was a trap on. And wholesale substitution.
Oh, boy. A broadcaster's nightmare sometimes. All right, let's catch these names here. That's Aples. Here's a drive. Shot is up, and the basket good. Williams with the basket. Here's a shot top of the key.
And that's Hunter Laveau, the sixth man for the team, who averages 11.4. They have 6 people in double-figure scoring, Johnson City.
Wow. Laveau got a big bucket and then got a steal. Feeds it up the floor. A drive to the hole, shot up, and it rolls good. That was good with the bucket. Who else we got in the game here?
Let's see. I think Will Adams snuck in there.
Songster in there as well for Science Hill. 11-4, Science Hill with the lead. Working the ball out front is Odom. On the right side. Goes inside to Sofantino. A little soft on that shot. And Science Hill with the rebound. That's Adams coming down with it. Takes it to the right. Tries to thread the needle. Williams steps in front of that one. And another transition. Odom fires up a 3. Got it. Long 2. His foot was on the line. A long 2 by Odom. Swing pass, left corner or left wing. Shot won't go. Odom with the rebound. Boy, they are up and down the floor in this one. Shot is up, won't go. Rebound. Chased into the corner, and Williams going to regroup and whistle and a timeout. This is going to be for Wilson Central, a timeout. 30-second break. Let's take it with them. 3:09 remaining in the first quarter. 11-6. Science Hill leads. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back. Out of the timeout, Science Hill leads 11-6. Wilson Central with the ball and a foul going through the lane. And I think they're going to get Fields on this. Nope, I am wrong. That one's going to be on Howard. His first, Science Hill first. Long pass comes to Brandon. Brandon gives near side to Hall. Hall to Odom. Shot is up. Good. Nice little jumper from the left side of the basket. Makes it a 3-point game. 11-8 the score. This is Fields. Brings it to the left side to Howard. Back to Fields. And he backs out. 2.5 minutes remaining. First quarter. 11-8 the score. Science Hill by 3. Ball comes to Hayes. Pass underneath, and it was broken up. Good defense from Wilson Central. It's going to be tied up underneath, and possession arrow will stay with Wilson.
Gary Wilson Central right now shooting 4 for 9 for 44%. Science Hill 4 for 7, 57%. And here comes the 2-2-1 press again by Johnson City Science Hill.
Ball is inbounded to Sofantino to Odom. They'll come near side to Roschert. Roschert just into the game. And Matthew Hall in there as well. Here's another foul as Odom took it down the lane and it was fouled on his way, and that will be the second foul on Science Hill, the second foul of the game.
Odom and Williams both have the ability to penetrate any defense.
Aples into the game. Mark Aples for Science Hill. Ball comes up to Sofantino. He gives to Brandon. Everyone being patient, and pretty good defense by Science Hill as well. Brandon to Odom. Back to Brandon. He's at the top of the circle. Swings it to the right side. Sofantino looking inside. Oh, had it stripped free, and he goes and gets it. Works his way in, and another foul going to be called. Oh, traveling call. I beg your pardon. Steps call. 1:27 remaining. First quarter. 11-8 the score. Science Hill holding on to a 3-point lead with the basketball.
And Wilson Central now in a 1-2-2 zone. They've used 3 different zones during this game.
Adams swings it over left side to Aples. To LeBeau in the corner. 3-ball up. Won't go. Hit the side of the backboard. And Wilson Central brings it down. Kick it in the corner. 3-ball in the air. Won't go. It fell off. Sofantino with a short jumper. And cuts it to 1. 11-10 the score. 50 seconds remaining. First quarter. Here's a drive. Shot is up and won't go. Sofantino with the rebound. Gives to Odom. And Wilson's going to reset the offense now. 30 seconds remaining in the opening frame. Here's a 3-ball from Odom. Got it. You said he was a sharp shooter, and no doubt about that one.
School record holder.
That's a 12-11 scores. Wilson by 1. 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. With the ball, Adams with 5 seconds. Comes to Fields. Back over to Adams. He drives. Shot is up and couldn't go. We've played a quarter. After 1, Wilson Central 12, Science Hill 11. A 1-minute break for our stations along the line, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay tuned.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact.
There are many reasons why 96% of First Tennessee customers would recommend us. Here are a few.
Well, what I love about First Tennessee is that everybody knows me when I walk through the door.
They actually get excited when they see you walk into the branch, and I love that.
They can't stop me from singing the praises of my bank.
Would I go anywhere else? Absolutely not.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
I'm a 96.
Are you a 96?
Come see why 96% of our customers would recommend us.
Fresh 8 minutes on the board as we get ready to start the second quarter. Close contest here in this final AAA quarterfinal. 12-11. Wilson Central leading Science Hill by 1. Science Hill with the ball starting the second frame. In the corner to Adams. Adams drives in, dumps it underneath, and they lost it out of bounds right through the hands of Hayes, and a turnover. And checking in comes Fields for Science Hill.
Fourth turnover for Science Hill. Science Hill shooting 40% now, and Wilson Central up their percentage to 6 for 12 for 50%.
Science Hill picks them up full court, and here's Wilson Central breaking the pressure. Dump it underneath. Now drive by Williams. Shot is up. Good. Smooth shot by Williams. He's a sophomore and extends the lead to 3. Swing pass. Shot from the wing won't go. And a foul is going to be called on Science Hill. Looks like they're going to get Hayes. He was climbing the back there.
Yeah, and that time instead of rolling inside, Kerry, he kind of reached over the back and caused that foul. And on Science Hill, that is the third team foul. No team fouls on Wilson Central.
Central inbound. Double team. He's in trouble, and they find an open Roshert. Gives to Huffman. Huffman, cutter along the lane, and it's going to be turned over. Williams unable to handle. Adams goes through traffic, kicks it out for a 3-ball. Yes.
That's 4-3 for Science Hill.
The tray was good for good. You knew it was coming, didn't you?
Yes, I was waiting for it.
Pass up the floor by Central. 14 all game. Scoop to the hole, and they kick it out to Odom for 3. No, won't go. Rebound fought for. Williams comes out with it. Feeds Odom up top, and they're going to reset. 6:20 remaining before halftime. Where the ball is Rossert. Gives to Williams. Swing pass to Odom. 3-ball in the air. Won't go. Science Hill with the rebound. Adams comes out with it. Pushes into the corner. 3-ball up. Good.
And now they are 5 for 9 from the 3-point area.
C.J. Good was true on his second 3-pointer. And here's a drive. No look pass to Williams, and he lays it off. It won't go. Out of bounds, belongs to Science Hill. Science Hill's making a run of their own.
Both teams, this is going to be a game of ebbs and flows, and whoever wins the most possessions is going to win this contest.
Songster and Aples checks back in for Science Hill. 3-point contest. Science Hill with a 3-point advantage. 5:40 remaining before halftime.
Note the change to the 1-3-1 zone.
And a pass out of bounds. Adams couldn't hold on to that one, and Science Hill has turned it over. That is their 5th turnover, I believe.
It is their 5th.
Wilson Central going to inbound. 5.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter of play. Central trails by 3 with the ball, and it's out of bounds at midcourt. They go backcourt. Gives it to Sofantino. Gives to Odom. Odom dumps it underneath. Sofantino's shot is up and rolls it good. That's a great pass. Nice assist from Odom. 5 minutes remaining before halftime. Adams kicks it to Good and brings it back near side. Odom steps in front. Snowbird pass down the floor. Stop, pop, off the glass, won't go. Tip is no good. Adams goes high to get the ball and steps out of bounds. Oh, boy. That's all he could do to control the basketball, and then he stepped out of real estate.
Yeah, that's right. And D. Odom's pass down there, he could have made a quarterback if he had played football. This game's going to be up and down. We will forgive you the good thing because anybody's got to play subway conductor with as many people coming in and out of the game gets a little variance today.
Hey, man, they are shuffling, no doubt. Brandon takes it down the lane. Shot good. Tough shot by Brandon, but just another day at the office for that young man. Here's Adams. He goes to the corner, and they'll bring it back to the top to LeBeau. Got the basket, but it's going to be a charge in the lane, and a good job by Williams standing his ground inside.
Got to keep your feet under you. Got to use those good jump stops, Kerry.
Songster checks in. For Wilson Central, Hall steps back in.
And we've changed defenses. It's like a 3-quarter 1-2-1-1 press now.
Central almost lost it out of bounds, and timeout called right in front of the Wilson Central bench. 4:10 remaining in the second quarter of play. Wilson Central holding on to a 1-point lead, 18-17. This is a full timeout. So for our stations along the line, a 60-second break. You're listening to the TSSAA Network. Out of the timeout, we've got a traveling violation and a turnover. Wilson Central has turned it over. Science Hill will have it with 4:05 remaining in our second quarter. 18-17, Wilson by 1. Science Hill will inbound beneath the bucket. They get the ball into LeBeau, out to Adams. Adams going to back it out and restart. Into the corner, to LeBeau, underneath, shot is up, good. That was Fields. Took a trip down the lane and found a prize along the way. Central, little cut, shot is up, won't go. Rebound, tipped around, tip, and finally Adams going to control for Science Hill. Brings it on the attack. All the way down, scoop to the hoop, rolls it good.
I think it's going to be on the floor.
We'll see. Nope. I don't know. 4 foul. That ball rolled home. I didn't know if he's going to get the continuation or not. You never know. Sofantino back in. Science Hill going to inbound. Lob pass thrown away. Science Hill had a good opportunity, but throws that one into the hands of Rochert. Brandon working out front. Kicks it to the right wing. Here's a drive. Shot off the window and in for 2.
And boy, that takes some body control to do that, Kerry.
Rochert got the bucket. And a shot by Science Hill that won't go, and a rebound by a very determined Odom. 2019, Central by 1. Here's Odom. Drives, had it stripped away. Picked up by Williams, goes to Science Hill, and they asked for a timeout. But I don't think it was granted. Instead, he was on the boundary line over there, along the baseline, and turns it over. Wilson Central will inbound. They find Williams in the corner. Spin move off the glass, won't go, and a foul going to be called, and a think they're going to get, well, I'm not sure.
They're going to send Williams to the line. We do know that.
Yeah, Adams, I believe, is going to be called for the foul. Boy, he plays much larger than he is. He's listed as a 5'10 junior, and he plays much larger than 5'10.
Yes, he does.
Shot is up and good. Free throw is good by Williams. He'll have another and try to give Central a 3-point lead. There it is. 6'3" sophomore. 2.5 minutes remaining in our first half. Science Hill down by 3. Adams with the ball up front. Been a quickly played first half. Swing pass into the corner, almost broken up. They go inside, now back outside. Thought about 3, but took steps instead. Songster turns it over, and Laveau going to check back in for Science Hill.
Feet moved and were willing before the hands moved in, Kerry.
Yes, sir. Sofantino brings it across the time stripe. All the way down the lane, lays it up. Swatted away, ball fought for. Adams picks it up, has numbers, kicks it onto the left side, onto the right corner, and a cross-court pass. Now up top to Laveau. And a foul, a little handshake foul up top, and this one's going to be on Brandon. That's only the second team foul for Wilson Central.
And we may not see the one in the bonus this half on either team.
1:40 remaining in the first half. Pass comes over into the corner, back up top to Laveau. Back into the corner. Double team. He's in trouble. Asked for the timeout. Wow. Good was in trouble. Well, had the presence of mind to get the timeout, and it was granted with 1:29 remaining in the first half. 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here and remind you of some things, such as if you're on Facebook, you can follow Blue Cross Basketball Facebook page at www.facebook.com/BCBSTBball. Man, that's a mouthful, isn't it?
But I know several people that's enjoyed that and been on it.
You can stay updated on news and scores throughout the tournament. TSSAA would like to thank Rawlings for their support of the championships. Rawlings, the official game ball for the TSSAA. And also, the official drink of the TSSAA is chocolate milk. And I think tomorrow we'll be able to sample some product.
Well, I know we had plenty of it for the championship games last week.
Well, I don't know about plenty of it, but yeah, no, I won't.
Well, no, there we go. Well, I'm telling off on everybody.
There we go.
You should have seen my buddy Jeff Jordan put it away.
Here's a drive shot up good with a bucket is Adams, and we got a 1-point game, 22-21. Spin, Williams, shot wouldn't go, rolled off, fight for the rebound, out of bounds, and it belongs to Science Hill. So Science Hill down by 1, 22-21, has a minute and change to work with here before halftime to see what they want to do, and they're going to be very patient as they walk it up the floor.
Back in that 3-2 zone this time, or a 1-2-2 depending on the slides.
Fields to Good. Good, directing traffic, sends it to the right side to Songster. Into the paint, Laveau, or to the corner, I should say. Here's a drive along the baseline and a foul called, and this is going to be on Central, the third team foul. Sofantino with a foul charge. Ball comes to Fields. Adams, swing pass in the corner. Looking inside, there's Laveau. Lost the handle. Sofantino is fouled as he was trying to get it out to a teammate, and I think they might get Laveau, and that'll be foul number 6 for Wilson for Science Hill.
Still not in the 1-and-1 with either team, though, Kerry. It looks like unless there's something happens in this 35.4 seconds, we won't see the bonus.
Only 2 free throws shot in this game. This game about 25 minutes old, so not a very, very quickly played first half here, and what a close ball game it is. These two teams seem to be evenly matched. Wilson Central brings it across the time stripe. handled pretty good there by this sticky defense for Science Hill. Give to Odom. 15 seconds working out front. And Wilson Central might go for the last shot. Odom instead drives the lane. Shot good. 24-21. 2 seconds remaining. Heave from midcourt. No, won't go. And we've played a half. 24-21. Science Hill trailing Wilson Central. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, Coach Joe Holloway will be talking to Miss Kim Van Atta. We'll take a 2-minute break for our stations along the line, and we'll be back. Stay tuned.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television station, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
Hey, want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
And back at the Glass House, better known as Murphy Center, on the campus of MTSU. It's Blue Cross Basketball Championships. Wilson Central leading at halftime, 24-21. And one of my favorite people of all time, the great 90% free throw shooter, Kim Van Atta, is here. Kim, this morning, I think I get to see everything. I'm actually staying in Nashville and drive down here. 2 wrecks on Highway 24, on Interstate 24. One had tied it up for a couple of hours this morning, and the doofus commercial that y'all have that I love so much. The second wreck, I'm going to be critical, had to be somebody doofusing and rubbernecking on the road.
From the first crash?
From the first one. Then there was a second one that blocked traffic up. Why do we be doofuses like that?
I have no idea. I guess that people think that by driving faster they can get to work early. I don't know, but then that happens and it ties up traffic forever. And then the rubbernecking is, everybody does the rubbernecking, and that does cause crashes too. People just are not defensive drivers anymore. They offensive drivers, and I'm going to say offensive, very controlling, but offensive where they are not supposed to be doing something they're not supposed to be doing because it offends me. Then they drive that fast because it puts me in danger, it puts my family in danger, and we need safer roads. We have reduced fatalities in the last 5 years, every single year, which I think is an incredible accomplishment. It's not just due to our office, but we have partnerships with the TSSAA and law enforcement agencies across the state, and without them, we can't do what we're doing. We just are central cog. The people at TSSAA have been incredible. I mean, we get this venue, and you see our signs all over the place, and then radio so we can get the people that are listening and the fans here. And this 15, 16-year-old demographic is really good because they're just beginning to drive. They're not very good drivers anyway. They're not experienced. And then you were talking about the rubbernecking. They just don't pay attention. The other guy is who you need to be watching most of the time, because they're the ones that are going to cause you the most trouble. And anything we can do to keep from crashing, the better off we are. Our main focus this year is distracted driving, so we're really hammering the cell phone use, because for some reason people have lost vocal communication. They want to text, and they want to get on Facebook, and they want to get on Twitter, Twitter, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the lingo.
Yeah, my daughter can tell you all about that. Chris Harris can. I don't tweet or Twitter either.
I don't tweet, so I don't know. But they're doing this behind the wheel of a car instead of driving, so that causes a big problem.
And I forgot how many thousands of pounds, but the car is a weapon when you're on the road, and you have to treat it like one.
Exactly. And people don't understand that either. I mean, they treat it like it's not a big deal. And I've said this more than once, but driving is not a right, it's a privilege. And we need to get on the road and treat it as such. I mean, we don't own the road. And the speed limit signs are not that you have to go at least 70 miles an hour. That's just the most you're supposed to go. So when we get out there and drive, we need to concentrate on driving, and people just don't do that anymore.
Yeah, going back to the weapon thought, you wouldn't just carelessly fire your gun, so why would you carelessly operate your vehicle?
Exactly, and the same result. And you have a fatality, you're ending your life, or God forbid, you get behind the wheel and you've been drinking and you could end somebody else's life. So it affects so much. That's why we're trying to be proactive and get out there and try to prevent these versus reactive when we have to deal with it afterwards. We have a young man, Blake McMeans, who travels also. He was an All-American tennis player in high school, many college scholarships, and then he made the mistake of taking a drink, getting behind the wheel, and crashing his car. He's paralyzed from the waist down. So not only his tennis career is over, but he can't walk anymore.
Well, whether it's drinking or whether it's the different distractions, we're having the people. I think accidents are down. I know my insurance company appreciate. We actually got a rate reduction with my car insurance company because of the good driving here in Tennessee, which the governor's highway safety program has helped. Also, local law enforcement and what we're doing right now. But Kim, we're still having people get on the interstates and different roads going the wrong way, and it's got to be the distractions.
It is the distractions, and I mean, we also have an electronic program where we can chart these crashes, so law enforcement can go to those particular roads, to those particular areas, and work on the high visibility there. I mean, you know as well as I do, when there's a police car anywhere near you, you're going to pay attention. You're going to slow down a little bit. I mean, I do. Even if I'm driving the speed limit, I slow down below the speed limit just because I see that law enforcement car. So the high visibility of law enforcement is very important.
Well, later in the day, I'll tip you off. We'll talk about RoboCop back in Jackson, Tennessee, and that's coming to your city. A lot of cities are getting RoboCop
in Jackson, Tennessee. You can discuss that at length, though.
We could discuss that. Kim, we're just about out of time. Any final statement you want to make to the listeners?
Well, the one you always like is booze it and lose it. Lose your license, your freedom, or your life.
I knew you'd do me right on that. There she is. Now you know why I love her so much. One of the great people of all time, and we will talk to her again at halftime of the next game. We're going to take a 1-minute local timeout. We'll be back to Blue Cross Championship Basketball on the TSSAA Network.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television stations, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact. Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health, wellness, dental, vision.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAAnetwork.com/SBP.
Science Hill 5 for 10 from three-pointers. Wilson Central 0 for 3 from the three-point area. And Wilson Central 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Turnovers 11 for Science Hill and 5 for Wilson Central. And we are awaiting the start of the action. Both teams, an excellent played ball game, a very entertaining and enjoyable game. And here's your play-by-play man, Kerry Mallard.
I apologize for that, Coach. Appreciate you filling the gaps for me there. We'll get ready to roll now.
Well, I actually added hot air, I think, to the crowd here a little bit, but no, a good game going, Kerry.
No doubt about it. Wilson Central with a 3-point lead and the ball as we start the third quarter. Double team. And Wilson gets around that, gives to Odom, and he's in the front court. Gives to the right side to Huffman. Huffman leads over. Now a shot along, or a run along the baseline, but he steps out of bounds and turns it over, and so Science Hill going to inbound.
And just the 6th turnover on Wilson Central.
Science Hill has 11 on the other hand. Here's a pass into the corner. Swing pass back up top. A drive, and they'll hold up there. Gives over to Adams on the right wing. To Howard. Howard between the circles. Gives to Hayes. In the corner to Fields. Back up top. Again, very patient on our offensive sets. Is Science Hill. They kick it in the corner. 3 ball up. Going to be short there. Science Hill going to scoop it up. Williams gives to Sofantino, and we're going back the other way to our right is where Wilson works here in the third quarter. Shot is up and won't go. He couldn't get it to go. Science Hill back the other way. Shot is up, won't go. Rebound tipped around. And it's going to be finally... Well, it's still not there. It's going to be controlled by Adams, and he drives to the hole, and a blocking foul called underneath. Count the bucket. And so Adams is going to go to the line and try to tie this game at 24.
And I'm not so sure Coach Troy Bond of Wilson Central is really happy with that one. That's one of those bang-bang ones, but that's why they put the circle in college, and it would be blocking definitely in college because that was inside that circle that you see on the lane.
He reported that they would be shooting 2, not aware that the basket went in, perhaps. Count the basket, 24-23. And Adams will try to get the conventional 3-point play.
But that's good officiating when you help each other out in situations like that.
Free throw is good, and we're tied at 24, 6.5 remaining, third quarter. If the second half is any quicker than the first half, this game will have a blistering pace to it. Central gets the ball over to Odom. Pass across to the right side. Shot up off the glass and in for 2. That was Brandon with the bucket.
Yeah, a good yo-yo move, too, on the way to the hole.
Here's a shot up. Won't go, and a blocking foul again. And this one's going to be on Williams. The second team foul. For Williams, this will be his first. And 2 shots coming to Adams. Science Hill, 1 of 1 from the charity stripe. And make it 1 of 2 now. The first one missed by Adams. He's the only topper to be at the free throw line in this one.
He's a very good penetrator of a defense.
Second free throw good, so it's a 1-point game, 26-25. Odom quickly along the baseline. Oh, feeds to Williams off the glass and in for 2, and now Williams will go to the line for 1 shot.
And again, he's one of those guys, not only can he shoot the three, but a good penetrator himself. Gary, they did that off of a sideline, some people call it a sideline fast break off of the shot down here.
Oldham did a good job finding Williams. And Williams going to step in. Free throw is good. 29-25, 4-point advantage for Wilson Central. 6 minutes remaining, third quarter. Science Hill with the ball as we get to the 5:55 mark. Near side. Fields gives to Adams. He works his way into the lane. Nice. Smooth shot right in the middle of the lane. And it makes it a 2-point game, 29-27. Science Hill trails Central by 2. Down underneath. Here's a drive to the hole. Shot is up, won't go. Rebound. Fought for. Going to be Science Hill committing a foul, I believe.
The man diving committed a foul.
I believe that was Howard. In a game that hasn't had a lot of fouls, looks like Howard has just picked up his third foul.
Fouls come a little quicker this half than they did the last half.
Well, that evens them up at 2 apiece. They go back court, and they give up top to Rushert. Over to Oldham. 5:15 remaining. Third quarter, 29-27. Wilson Central by 2. Into the corner it goes. Shot, little runner wouldn't go. Rebounding is Science Hill. That is good. Going to hold up. Wisely so, gives to Hayes. Back in the corner, looking inside to Laveau. Back up top, Hayes fires a 3-ball. Won't go. And got the little bit of glass is all he got on that one.
Wilson Central still hadn't hit a 3 yet, Kerry.
They are 0 for 3 from the beyond the arc. Here's Sofantino. Kicks it over to Williams. Williams takes it baseline. Runner shot is up and rolls it home that time. He got the touch. Boy, that young man is just a sophomore. He's going to be a special player.
I think he'll challenge Oldham's scoring record one day.
Into the corner it goes. A drive. Shot is up and a little much there. Ball is tipped out. Goes to Oldham for Wilson Central. Central at the elbow. Shot. Got it. Oldham knocked it down. And Wilson Central getting a little separation. Up by 6. 33-27. Timeout. Science Hill. Nope. Not a timeout. Substitution, and the ball was out of bounds, and he was pointing the way of Science Hill. I beg your pardon there. I thought we were about to have a timeout. So no break right here. 4:05 remaining third quarter. 6-point game, 33-27. Science Hill down by 6. Laveau feeds it underneath, threads a needle, and a touch foul going to be called underneath on Rossert.
And you can almost tell when they changed defenses that time. I got to give credit. Blake Huffman, a while ago, ran the baseline, and he is a very tired young man when Wilson Central was in that 1-3-1 zone.
At the line, Trevon Field, 6'4", sophomore. Free throw, got it. Well, isn't it amazing how many underclassmen stars you have at the state tournament level?
This year especially, and it's a bright future for basketball in the state of Tennessee.
Wilson Central, 3 starters that are seniors. And for Science Hill, only 1. Free throw is good by Fields. And it's 33-29, 4-point lead for Wilson Central. They have the ball. And double dribble call, turnover for Central. That will be their 7th turnover. 3:45 remaining, third quarter.
And it looks like it'll be attacking a 1-2-2 zone.
Science Hill has a 4-point deficit to make up. They're looking inside, but nothing going on there. They come back up top to Adams. Adams penetrates, stops, pops in the lane, rolls it home. Boy, he gets a lot of elevation, doesn't he?
He sure does. He's quick and elevates quickly.
33-31, 2-point game. Central brings it on the attack. Works his way through. And they get the ball to Odom. 3 minutes and change remaining, third quarter. 33-31. Wilson Central by 2. Here's Odom, shot up. Tough shot, won't go. Rebounding is Hall. Kicks it out to Rossert. And he's going to reset the offense with 2:45 remaining. Underneath. Back up top. Boy, they could have got him right there, but Oldham fires. His shot won't go. There's Fields with the rebound. Science Hill brings it on the attack. Kicks it left side. Inside to Laveau, and it's stolen away. Good hands on defense that time by Huffman, and he lost it out of bounds. A little too much, not enough real estate on the far side as Huffman ran out of room and turned it over.
Well, I know the coach thought there was a foul, but just a little reach in by Science Hill caused him. The ball actually rolled up his leg, part of that dribbling. That's when he lost it down the line.
Science Hill with a chance to tie the game or maybe even go up by one with the long ball. They have hit 5 of 12 from beyond the arc. Here's a drive in the paint. Stop, pop, got it. And that is Hayes with the bucket. We're tied at 33. Central brings it on the attack. That is Rossert, and the ball is lost out of bounds. Good defensive effort again by Science Hill. You know, I can't get over the parity of these two schools. Wilson Central, of course, played a tough schedule. They're 26-6, Science Hill 34-2. And we're all tied up at 33 in the quarterfinals of the state tournament. Here's Oldham, kicks it over. Brandon gives underneath to Williams. Shot good. And Williams going to go to the line, trying to get another three-point play. The 6'3 sophomore can play the game. He's got a great supporting cast as well.
Yeah, well,
he's got 15 points in this game.
Well, they got two great scorers in Williams and Oldham versus the balanced scoring of Johnson City Science Hill.
Free throw is up, and in and out wouldn't go. Rebounding, Science Hill. 2-point lead for Wilson Central. Science Hill with the ball. 90 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Howard gives into the corner to Adams. Looking inside along the baseline. Kicks it over for a three ball. In and out wouldn't go. Ball tipped around. Tip. Oldham going to come out with it and takes it in transition. Stops, pops off the glass. Wouldn't go. And a foul on the rebound. Oh, he's going to be called for traveling. And wow, Williams got bailed out on that one, I think, Coach.
I think so, too, and that's going to cause a little hubbub here in the arena. And I think that Coach Cutlip is nicely giving a little what for.
Well, we got just over a minute remaining in third quarter. And Wilson Central leads by 2, 35-33. Ball comes to Williams. Williams gives to out front to Brandon, to Sofantino, back to Brandon. Over to Oldham. 45 seconds remaining third quarter. Brandon. Sofantino. Just weaving the ball out front. Still have a lot of time remaining here, 30 seconds. If indeed they're going to take the air out of the ball, we'll see. They don't look like they're starting their offense exactly. Here's a touch foul going to be called on Fields.
Interesting. Consistency is the only word I'll say, Gary. Be consistent.
You know, they can't see everything. There are 3 of them, but still, they can't see all 3 of them every time.
And we had a backcourt then.
Backcourt violation and turned it over. Man, you see it all at the state tournament, don't you?
Hey, that's why, hey, folks, you want to come here, I guarantee you.
20 seconds remaining. Here's Science Hill with the ball. A drive along the baseline, and an offensive foul called. Williams, once again, very smart player. He stood the line, put his foot on the line, and was called for the offensive foul on the foul was on Adams, by the way, his second. Odom, or actually it's his third. Here's a shot at the buzzer. No, won't go, and we have played 3 quarters, and what a game we got brewing here at the Glass House. 35-33, Central leads Science Hill. We'll be back in 1 minute. Stay tuned.
Hey, you want to take a look at this?
Thanks to Blue Cross's Walking Works for Schools program, Tennessee kids have walked over 17 million miles in the past 5 years. That's enough for 35 trips to the moon and back. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee. Committed to getting kids walking and healthy. Get involved at bcbst.com/impact.
Take me home tonight.
You can choose the back seat, or we'll choose one for you.
Well, we got a dandy for you here in the last AAA quarterfinal, 35-33. Wilson Central leads Science Hill by 2. Science Hill with the ball as we start the 4th quarter. Adams working and now brings it back to the near side. That's over to Good into the corner. It goes to Howard. He's riding 3 fouls. Back up top. And again, Science Hill being very patient on offense. 7.5 remaining in the ball game. To Howard. They go to Adams. Back to Howard in the corner to Adams. He gives to Fields. Inside to go. Shot is up. Good. We're tied. Howard got the bucket. We're tied at 35.
Kerry, I believe that's what, the 4th tie of the contest?
I believe so. Oldham for Wilson Central now with 7 minutes remaining. And a tie ball game. Savantino gives to Odom. Odom travel. Steps call. Laveau checks in.
We've got an official white knuckler right here as a contest.
35-35. All tied up. 6:45 remaining. Science Hill works. Howard circles up top and double dribbles along the way.
15th Science Hill turnover, and if they stay in that defense and don't look like they will because Blake Huffman's going out, that young man works hard running the baseline of a 1-3-1, and I've done that before, and it is tough. And some good officiating right here, preventative officiating, talking about the jostling and pushing a little bit, and that is the mark of a good official.
And all 4 players are smiling about it, you know. So.
Well, he handled it so well.
Yeah. Roster brings it across the time stripe. Gives to Oldham. Oldham takes it to the right wing. Back up top, Safantino at the elbow. Fires away. Got it. Knocked it down. 37-35. He's about as cool as the other side of the pillow. Here's a pass into the corner for Howard. Howard going to circle back around, give it to Laveau, back to Howard, in the corner to Adams. And it's stolen away almost. Adams recovers, kicks it to the right side, 3 ball in the air, won't go. Rebounding, Science Hill goes underneath and goes back up for 2. Hayes with the bucket. Wilson Central leads 39-35, and this is a full timeout. For our stations along the line, we'll give you 60 seconds on the TSSAA network. Coming out of the timeout, we've got 5:57 remaining in this contest. 37 all?
37 all.
I gave the wrong score, didn't I?
Fifth tie.
I gave the wrong score coming out of that break. I beg your pardon.
Well, our monitor, I believe, has it wrong.
37 all, the score here. That don't sound right.
Okay, I tell you what, it's the clocks that are wrong because my official stats now say 39-35. Let's check it out and see which one is right.
All right. 37 all is the score.
Okay.
5:50 remaining. Here's Oldham. Brings it across the time stripe to Sofantino. He's looking, and he finally gets the ball out. Gives it up to Brandon. Brandon gives over to Williams. Williams on the right wing. Penetrates to the lane, gives over to Rossert. 5.5 remaining in regulation. Rossert gives to Sofantino. Up top to Oldham. The winner of this game gets Memphis East in the semifinal round on Friday. Here's Oldham, penetrates, and a blocking foul called in the lane. 5:07 remaining in the ball game, and a block foul called, and I think
it's Will Adams.
On Adams, yes.
And our friends on broadcast row, one broadcaster for one school is very happy. The other,
they're both of the same. They're both of the same school.
Are they both?
Yes, they're both throwing fits.
5:07 remaining. So Drew Oldham is at
37 all. Oldham at the line, shooting free throws for Wilson Central. Free throw is good, and Wilson Central now 4 of 5 on the afternoon. And that's exactly what Science Hill is. But now there's one coming to Oldham, and he's going to try to give Wilson Central a 2-point lead, and he does.
Gary, let me say this for the officiating. Block charge is the hardest call there is to make.
5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Oh, nice pass underneath. Howard took a spill as he as he caught that pass. He came down and a foul was called, and this one's going to be on Oldham.
That time they caught an extended 1-3-1, and if you can make the diagonal pass before the wing player can drop to the backside block, you can just about score or get fouled every time.
At the line, it will be Howard. Free throw, nope, won't go. So, let's see. 5 of 6 for Wilson Central, now 4 of 6 for Science Hill. And a 2-point game, 39-37. Rims out, no good. Sofantino with the rebound. Wilson Central going to bring it on the attack, and they just want to play some clock. They have a 2-point lead with 4:45 remaining. Oldham gives to Sofantino. Back to Oldham. He drives to the baseline, shot up, and couldn't get it to go. Boy, how about that rebound by Howard? Brings it the other way. Howard's in a hurry. Kicks it in the corner. Back up top to Howard. Pass it back in the corner. And a foul going to be on Howard, I believe. Yep. That foul's going to be on Howard. That'll be, is that 5 on Howard or is that 4? That's 4 on Howard.
Just 4. And that's one of those fouls away from the ball, but you've got to watch. People take blind charges is what it's called.
And Howard not on the board. But he has 4 fouls.
There he comes.
Yeah, there he is. All right, Wilson Central by 2 with the ball. Rossert gives to Brandon. Near side, Sofantino. 4:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. To Brandon. To Rossert. Just being very, very patient. Comes near side. This is Williams. Williams, oh, nice move. Shot good. He ducked the defender and then went in, took his time, and knocked it down and gives Wilson Central a 4-point lead. 3:35 remaining. Pass underneath, and a shot is up and good. Boy, the ball stopped and rolled home. That was Hayes with the bucket. Makes it a 2-point game. Sofantino brings it across the time stripe. And drive. Shot is up off the glass, won't go. Williams with the rebound, scores. 19 points for Jacob Williams. And it's a 4-point game. Ball goes to Adams. Long pass to Laveau. Broken up by Oldham. Oldham dishes and out of bounds. It belongs to Wilson Central.
And Adams just saved a bucket getting back on defense.
And when you, well, you've got a 4-point lead now. Wilson Central does. With 3 minutes remaining. And we'll see what they want to do. The timeout on the court. We'll get the length of this timeout. Full timeout. 43-39. Wilson Central leads Science Hill with 3 minutes remaining. Let's take a 60-second break for our stations along the line, and we'll be back. Coming out of the timeout, the Toppers have a little bit of a hill to climb. Pardon the pun.
Hey, that was a great one right there.
4 points. A 4-point deficit. Here's a lob pass. Going to go to backcourt. And finally, Wilson Central going to track it down. Brings it on the attack. And they kick it into the corner and out of bounds. Turning it over. Wow. Question is, Coach, if you're Wilson Central, what's the hurry?
Time is your ally. It is the enemy of the Hilltoppers.
All right. Science Hill will inbound and bring it the length of the floor after a turnover. That Wilson Central turnover, their 10th of the game. 17 for Science Hill. Pass is intercepted. Who else? Williams. Gee whiz. Oldham penetrates. Lost the handle on the way through. Laveau picks it up, kicks it over left side. This is Howard. He takes it baseline, stops, pop, wouldn't go. Rebound, fought for. Williams comes out with a rebound. And they give the ball over to Oldham. Oldham lost it. It's going to belong to Wilson Central. And now again, 4-point lead for Central and 2:12 remaining in the contest.
I think this is what Coach Bond got up and said to him. Let's run our offense. But I'm going to tell you what, good pressure defense takes you out of it.
Sofantino fouled by Laveau. And it's 1-and-1 time.
Of course, we didn't get into the bonus in the first half.
In fact, Wilson Central has a lot of fouls to give. 3 to be exact. Sofantino knocks it down. That's his first trip to the charity stripe today. He got that one. He'll have another.
He averages 9.4 points for the season.
6 of 7 from the free throw line for Wilson Central. Second free throw, no, wouldn't go. Laveau with a rebound, kicks it over to Adams. Adams brings it across the time stripe. 2 minutes remaining in this contest. Wide open underneath was Hayes, and he was fouled, and he'll go to the line, shoot a pair. And, that's not what Wilson Central wants, is for a team that trails by 5 points to be at the line scoring points while the clock is idle.
Absolutely, Kerry. Like I said, it's the clock is the ally of Wilson Central. If it's running, it's the enemy of the Toppers. Right now, this helps the Toppers out.
Free throw is up and no good. Hayes missed the first. He'll have another. Huffman back in for Wilson Central. Second free throw, no good. Missed them both. Ball is out of bounds, and it belongs to Science Hill. Under 50% from the free throw line is Science Hill. Well, actually, they are 50%. 4 of 8. Long pass, and they're going to throw it away. A little too much on that one. Intended for Adams, but it's just overthrown.
And the 19th turnover, I believe, Kerry, and that winner was going to be who had the fewest turnovers.
Ball comes to Odom. Odom's drive shot, good. 46-39, 7-point game with 1:35 remaining. Into the corner. Pass along the way. A drive. And Adams holds on, penetrates, stops, pops, got it. And a foul. So that'll make it a 5-point game, but Adams will go to the line and try to get the free throw. Science Hill is 4 of 9 from the charity stripe, 44%. And Adams needs a free throw here to make it a 6-point game. He could make it a 2-possession game.
And free throws are so valuable.
Free throw is good. I beg your pardon. That's 46-42, I believe. I don't think the scoreboard is right. There we go. 46-42, 4-point game. Sofantino with 1:10 remaining. Gives up top. Here's the ball stolen away. Here comes Science Hill. Drive, shot up, good. And it's a 2-point game with 1 minute remaining. 46-44. The ball comes to Williams. Williams down the floor, lays it up, and it's blocked away. Williams hits the deck. Science Hill comes back the other way. 3 ball in the air. Good! And a 1-point lead for Science Hill. 47-46 with 41 seconds remaining. And Wilson Central, as they gather into the huddle, they look back and are looking at the officiating, but it was Williams that went on in transition going the other way. And according to the officials, it was a clean block. Boy, he was scattered around along the ground, along the floor, and had a big three-pointer back the other way.
And, Kerry, you got to defer. They're there under the goal. And I tell you what, you waste time by turning around and looking at the official. Right now, you got to be instructing your kids on what you want done, what to do if you're behind, what to do if you're ahead, and who you're going to foul if that needs be. How many timeouts do we have? And let's review that situation. Science Hill has 3 timeouts, and Wilson Central has 2. And it's very important to know all those things, and don't waste time looking at officials.
That's exactly right. Well, some of the staff was the one glaring. The coach, the head coach, and assistant coach was doing their jobs a little like.
Everybody, though, needs to be focused, whether you're staff, player, or even the managers need to be focused on their job.
All right, here we go.
1-4 press break here with man-to-man pressure.
Wilson Central has 41 seconds to work, and they are down by 1 now. Here's Odom. Not surprised the ball would be in his hands. Odom drives underneath, stop, block, and a Science Hill rebound. Adams comes out with it, brings it on the attack. Adams kicks it underneath, shot is up, good. A 3-point lead for Science Hill. This one's got overtime written all over it. Ball comes to Odom. Odom kicks it in the corner. Williams fires a 3 ball. No, it won't go. Sofantino couldn't get it, and a rebound by Science Hill. Good got the rebound and is fouled.
Now these are going to be some big free throws here.
Well, 1 free throw. It's a 1-and-1 situation.
Got to hit that first one.
At the line, it's good. He has not been to the line today. And C.J. Good, 5'11 junior, shooting one of the biggest free throws of his life, and it is good. Gives Science Hill a 4-point lead.
Now you don't want to foul no matter what happens with this shot.
Second free throw. Good. Got them both. 51-46. Ball comes to Odom. And he fires a 3 ball. No, won't go. Science Hill with the rebound. This game is over, folks. Science Hill escapes Wilson Central 51-46. They come from behind in the last minute to win the game. And wow.
What an effort by both teams, though, Kerry.
That was a fast and furious finish to this one. 51-46 the final. Let's take a 2-minute network break, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
I look at my life.
The 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships are brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, proud corporate sponsor of the TSSAA, and by the Governor's Highway Safety Office, who reminds you don't drink and drive, and by your local Tennessee Public Television station, proud host of the 2012 Blue Cross Basketball Championships.
I see history.
I see numbers.
I see music. I see spaceships. I see a butterfly.
Each year, the School Advocates for Vision and Education in Memphis makes it possible for hundreds of school children to get the glasses they need, all for free.
I see my future.
So whatever they see better. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee supports them. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is for Tennessee.
I see you.
See how Blue Cross is impacting your community at bcbst.com/impact. Because you can see forever from Signal Mountain. And with the right vision plan, you can see a whole lot more. Because 5 kids in Jackson means 40 bicuspids at the dentist. Because of a mobile site that helps you find a doctor. Because of small towns, big businesses, and partnering together for affordable solutions in health and wellness. Every policy tells a story. You carry us because we carry you. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee. Health wellness, dental, vision.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program and participate in the TSSAA network, go to TSSAA network.com/SBP.